Hi guys, hope all is well. I'm just going to do a video about what I'm seeing potentially for the week. You're going to have to excuse me, I have lost my voice just slightly. But let's get into it. So first of all, let's go pound Swiss. So pound Swiss was a trade that I was looking at. There was some nice buy opportunities down here. I did get entries down here after we had a test of this high time frame, lower time frame demand. This is our spring in our accumulation. We just took out these lows. I did, in fact, look for buys. Where are we? I did look for buys off here. I did take a small loss on that one, just got taken out just from this low. And then I did have two zones, either this one or this one. We were having some nice reactions. You can see this is a nice Maribuzu candle. This is just one straight move down, which is telling me that nothing else was offered other than a sell. So this is our sell to then our buy that happened. So I did catch entries in here. I did have a very tight stop loss. I think it was even just below this wick, to be honest. Let's go in. Yeah, okay, so I literally got in as price was pushing back up, so about here, and my stop's just below the low. So I had about an 8 pip stop loss. Yeah, 8 pips. And then my target was to 1400. So that was the trade all the way up into 1400. Just because it's a nice cycle level, I knew there could be some sort of reaction from that point. That was a nice 11 times my risk gained. Then I was looking for price to come all the way up into this first supply zone, which was actually in premium. You can see we've got a nice distribution that happened out here. Price then came in, we rolled over. I did take this out before, sorry. So I had an entry in here. And then when price kind of started to come down near market, I think it was around like here market close, I did take mine out. Price did come up. The only reason why I took mine out is because of spread. And usually at night, depending on what broker you're with, the spread widens. So mine widens, and I thought we were going to just take out this high, but we didn't. But that's the only reason why I took mine out, which is quite unfortunate. But I was looking this morning, and we did have this raid. I was going to look to be placing some sells on a 5 minute at 15. Where are we? Can't even find it myself. Okay, yeah, on a 5 minute. So we had this move down. We just came in and filled this imbalance. So there would have been stop losses just above the high. So that would have been around, so that 13 pips stop loss. And then obviously price came down around 61 pips. I didn't place that though, just because it wasn't that clean for me to be taken out, because I did want to see this high get taken out. But even though the buys did somewhat come through, my overall kind of buys, I'm still looking for longs to see if we can actually kind of get a bit more of a push move. We have actually started to break some sort of structures, and we even validated some demand here. So I do want to see if price can come down one more time and give us that trade, and give that buy situation, see if we can take out this London high. We also do have on the higher time frame as well. It's actually on 12 hour, I think. Okay, so on the 5 hour, we have this order in here. We're really and truly, I'm kind of just looking off the 4 hour. Let's go if I can go down anymore. Nothing really too amazing, to be honest with you, but definitely that 5 hourly I can be looking off, or we can equally be looking to target kind of this area in here. But even if price doesn't reach that, I probably still am gonna look just to see if I can take out that high, whether price is going to potentially give us that run up, do something, and then come down, because overall we are bearish. I understand that high time frame, we are looking for that move back down lower. So all of this probably is going to be invalidated at some point. But that's just figuring out if we're going to do the previous, or we're going to do the first or second first. So I'm definitely going to keep my eye on this at the moment. I do have an order in here, just because this goes with my plan and my risk that I'm using. I accept that if this does not come through, then it is what it is. Not every trade is going to be right, you know. So I'm going to be waiting for this area to see. But I do think we kind of could probably just continue and then roll over. And then if we do start coming up into these areas, I'm probably going to delete this order and potentially look for some sells to catch this lower. So GBP USD, I was actually looking to see if GU is going to potentially give us one more of a run up. We are coming into this high time frame supply within this region in here. We did invalidate this supply, this demand. We didn't actually break below it, but we came pretty close to, well, we did invalidate, we broke structures, we came below it. But what I'm looking for now is see if we can get some potential buys. You can see the market was accumulating all within here. This is nothing more than just people getting liquidated at the markets. Then we actually had a flip of the supply in here, the supply in here, and then we just liquidated the top of the supply in here. So now I'm really waiting to see if price is going to give us kind of a bit more of a push move back up to the upside. Take out all of this. We do have a New York high, which is 3 p.m. So what I am waiting for is we do have some lows in here. So I would like to see if price can give us just that move back down and see if we can actually start taking this a bit more to the upside. I do want to see if 2000 can definitely be hit again. If we're just looking at our daily supplies just above that 2000, and I would like to see if price can actually just give us a bit more of a retracement to then actually potentially pump back down a little bit further. So for me, I'm looking at this area for potential longs. This is around a 14 RR trade. So this is what I'm looking for. Euro GBP, not massive, nothing massive in my eyes have happened. There was a small trade that I took earlier this morning. We had a fill off of this last 4 hourly, and looking at our fib retracements, I do want to see if we could probably come back up into this area one more time. So that means looking for potential buys. Yes, we are bearish, so we could spill over. But I am looking to see if we probably could run one more time. And if we do run one more time, that means the pound is going to probably get weaker. So rolls over, which is kind of what I am looking for. But what I am looking for at the moment is, or what I was looking for, or what I had today. Let's go back. So we had this whole area in here. We actually came into a 30-minute zone in here. Price give us quite a nice reaction, and then lower time frame, we had a really nice accumulation. So you can see this is our accumulation. Price accumulated, and it was after this in here. I had the instinct that this was probably going to get invalidated. Whenever I see price kind of do this, that's usually telling me that price is going to be invalidated. And considering we tested high time frame areas of demand and we'd filled high time frame imbalances as well, I did manage just to get a trade in here. It was only a very small position. I had a 6 pip stop loss, but we almost came into target. What I was focusing on is I was looking to see if we were actually going to get a test of the supply in here. We didn't actually get that. We came in, we took out this high as prices breaking lower and lower. There was like a 1 minute test which came into here. We broke that down. This is actually 50% of this 5 minute candle in here. You can see 50%, but the 50% lines up with a 1 minute supply zone. So we had to test that supply zone, price come up. We generated more liquidity. Whoops. We generated more liquidity in here, and in the form of lows, price come up. We took out that high, we mitigated, and then we crashed and we broke structure. So I was looking to see if price was actually going to give us a test of that 15 minute, which kind of caused the bigger break, if you would. So here, price didn't get that, that's fine. So when I was just looking for price to reaccumulate, my target was literally just only up into this 15. So around a 1 to 4, we came super, super close, but we just probably are going to miss it. So that's euro pound. I don't really have anything too much unless we probably start breaking these highs or coming into higher time frame objectives. Probably not going to be doing anything too much because this could in reality just be a buy to sell, and again, that is fine. That is what that is. We could come down and take out this low, which was what time? 6 in the morning, and then start heading down and taking out these lows. So that we could get that, and that is fine. And if price did just continue to die, that potentially means that we could get that GU rise up and taking out these highs. I do usually look at Aud USD. There isn't anything massively happening at this current moment. Last week, if you guys watched my breakdown video, I was looking to see if price was going to come into the supply zone. We liquidated these highs and price came back down. We did actually start doing that, but we did have weak highs, so I was quite cautious when we had like news and things like that. Overall, I am just looking for price to kind of come back down one more time into this area here. Whether we'll do that, I'm not too sure, but I'll definitely keep my eye open to see what does happen with this. But the last pair I was looking at is going to be gold. I never really look at gold unless there's quite a nice setup. So high time frame, we'd came in and tested this demand down in here. Price came in, we tested it, we wicked it, and then again from here we create a lower time frame demand, which was on the 15-minute, which was here. We came in, we started shifting structures in here, didn't break, but we started shifting. Then we create this long nasty trend line going into London. We swept all of this New York. Going into New York, you can see we swept all of these lows, testing our 15-minute, and from that 15-minute there was actually a 5-minute demand zone which is left in here now. So what I am waiting for is on the hourly. You can see on the hourly this is the open, so I'm not going to be taking this off the hourly, but if we do map up this 50%, you can see 50% of this hourly does line up with this 5-minute demand zone. So I do want to see if we can potentially get some sort of reactions from that 5 minutes of demand zone and potentially come up and take out this New York high, which is around 3 o'clock. So I'm looking for shorts to then long euro pound. I'm not really too sure. I'm just going to wait. Pound Swiss probably come liquidate up here or potentially into this high time frame supply zone to then come down. And then GU, I do want to see if we can sweep out these lows, come in and test our 30-minute demand zone from this reaccumulation and see if we can come back up into 1-2000. So if any of you guys have any questions, please let me know. Feel free to fire away and I'll see you on the next video. All right, guys. Bye. Yes, Rick, what are you saying?